Hi and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the month of March's food prep. It has all the meals that I'm going to make. I did Mexican tater tot casserole. I did 2 different taco days. I did spaghetti bake with meatballs. I did meatballs for meatball marinara. And then I did a lasagna, 2 different kinds of shepherd's pie, one with chicken, one with turkey. I prepared the chicken for the chicken Alfredo. I made egg rolls and I did fried donuts. And so I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions on anything I did, please leave it in the comments. So I started with the pinto beans and I soaked them overnight. I'm going to drain them and rinse them, and then I will add them to the pressure cooker and let them cook for 15 minutes. Now I am going to peel and slice my potatoes for the mashed potatoes to go in both of my shepherd's pie. And I have 2 different kind of potatoes because I'm using up from what I had from last month, which are my yellow potatoes, and this month I have red potatoes. Here I am browning 3 pounds of ground turkey with taco seasoning for the 3 different taco dishes that I'm doing for the month. I am doing a tater tot casserole, tacos, and then I have taco burgers one night and just tacos another night. Now my beans are done. I'm going to take them out of the pressure cooker and put them through the food processor with very little of the water. And then I didn't record, but I fried them again with some coconut oil over medium heat just to kind of firm them up. And then we will go back to the potatoes. So those are the potatoes after they have cooked, and then I'm going to add them into a large pot with some butter and milk, and then I will use my smasher and mash them down into a nice mashed potato while I continue to ground the meat for tacos. Here I am assembling my tater tot casserole. Those are the beans that I put the food processor and then fried again. I'm going to layer that with some of the taco meat that I ground. I add some cheese, and then I put tater tots across the top, and then I'll just freeze it like that. Now I'm going to bag up the taco meat and the refried beans for taco night and taco burgers. And I will just put it in the Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer, and we'll take it out the day of. I needed ground pork for my meatballs, and they did not have any ground pork at the store, so I was able to get this picnic pork roast, and I just cut the meat off of it, and then I used my food processor to grind it up so that I could have ground pork, and this was only 80 cents a pound, and then I will use the bone for my split pea soup later this month, and then I also was able to cut off some pieces that I will use for some pork and cauliflower. So here I'm just adding a few of the pieces that I've cut off into the food processor to grind that up to make ground pork. It's my first time doing it, but it actually came out really well. I'm very happy with it, and I will be doing it again. Here I'm adding my ground turkey and my ground pork together, along with ground mustard, seasoning salt, and breadcrumbs, a couple eggs, and then I will make that into meatballs. I wear gloves when I make my meatballs just because I don't like the way that it makes my hands feel. And then my husband also came in and helped me so that I could move a little faster. So I baked the meatballs at 375 degrees for 15 minutes, and here I am taking the 2 trays out. I still have 1 more tray to make, and I will use these for meatball subs and also for our spaghetti bake with meatballs. Now I'm going to fill in 2 casserole dishes, mashed potatoes on the bottom. I used 1 bag of frozen mixed vegetables. One I will add ground turkey on top of, the other one shredded chicken, and then I'll sprinkle cheese, and I will freeze those, and those will be our shepherd's pie for 2 different days this month. Now I'm going to make some ground turkey for lasagna. I'm also going to start my spaghetti for the spaghetti and meatballs dish. And then I make the sauce for the lasagna and the spaghetti sauce together. For the spaghetti and lasagna sauce, I use 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. I believe they're 28 ounces. And then I use 2 cans of tomato paste. And then I use a spaghetti seasoning. I believe it's Tony's, and I got that at Sam's Club, as well as some garlic. And here my husband is shredding up a 4-pound block of Colby Jack cheese. We buy it in the block because I don't like the added ingredients that they have in shredded cheese in the stores, and I feel like this tastes better and fresher, so we shred that ourselves. Here I am starting the meat for the chili, and I just used some of the Chili-O seasoning, and I'm going to assemble my spaghetti bake. I was going to put the meatballs in, and then I decided it'd be easier to do the sauce first, so I'll add the sauce and the meatballs and sprinkle with cheese. I will freeze that and take it out, and we'll bake it the day of. Here I am starting to assemble my lasagna with the sauce that I made, and then I use the oven bake ready pasta from Aldi's, and then I'll just layer that up. I add a layer in the middle of the different cheeses just because I don't care for the ricotta cheese. This month, since we're trying to use what we have in our pantry, I'm using some different ingredients for my chili. I did not have enough canned tomatoes, so we're using tomato soup, 2 cans of tomato sauce, a can of black beans, and then the ground turkey that I browned and used the chili seasoning, and then I'll add additional chili seasoning on top. I will freeze in the bag and take it out and put it in the crock pot the day of so that it cooks down. here I am going to boil some chicken. I didn't take it out in time, so it's still frozen. So I'm going to partially boil the legs and take them out, and they will be for barbecue chicken. And then the thighs I will completely cook down and debone and shred for the chicken shepherd's pie and chicken Alfredo. Here is the ground turkey that I'm going to season and cook up for the turkey shepherd's pie. I assembled the turkey shepherd's pie on top of the mashed potatoes and the mixed vegetables. Added the ground turkey. Now I'm adding cheese. I will cover in foil and freeze and bake the day of. Here I am making my potato soup in my pressure cooker. It's 1 can of evaporated milk and 4 cups of chicken broth. I will slice the potatoes and add those and cook. I also added some frozen onions that have been pre-sliced. So today I have prepped a shepherd's pie with ground turkey. We have 2 different taco nights ready with refried beans and taco meat. The chili is ready to be put in a crock pot. Meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs. Mexican tater tot casserole. This was not done yet. It's going to be the chicken, which is still boiling. And then I've got lasagna. So I still have going potato soup, the ground meat for stroganoff, and the chicken for the chicken shepherd's pie and the chicken Alfredo. And then, oh, I did egg rolls. I made fried donuts, but those are gone already. And that is all so far today. Now I'm finishing up my potato soup. I am taking some of the liquid and mixing in with flour just to thicken it. I will also add cheese, and not on the video, we added bacon that was cooked in the oven at 375 for 15 minutes. And then we had it for dinner that night, and it was delicious.